Morning. Oh man, my hair's a mess. Just got out of the shower, so that's why I'm really red and my hair's a mess. But I just wanted to jump on really quickly. As you will see, hi, if you're new to the channel, I am Hayley. I'm currently one of the RMs in the MBA looking at strategy and transition. And I'm also the Vice President of Baptist Together. And this vlog is really exciting. It's a full-on week. I am not in my house. Regular viewers will know that. I am currently in another Premier Inn. Not sponsored. Not sponsored. Because today I am flying out from Heathrow to Poland, to Warsaw, just to go and visit the Baptist churches out there, just to do some encouragement, see how they're supporting the refugee community coming over from Ukraine. So obviously I live up north, Heathrow, very much down south. So I drove down yesterday, stayed in Welwyn Garden City where I've got some good friends, so I caught up with them last night. So that's great. So today I was kind of thought, then it's only an hour's drive to Heathrow, be a bit of a dream journey, take all the stress out of it. Woke up this morning, turned the news on, Heathrow is in carnage, if the news is to be believed. So it is now 7 o'clock in the morning. The app, British Airways app, says the flight is scheduled, so that will be good. So today I am taking you to Poland. So I'll film what I can and reflect, and then I'm only in Poland for like 36 hours. Then I'm coming back and I'm going straight into all team leaders meeting. So yeah, I've got like a whole list of to-dos. I've got a kind of pack, so I've got 2 bags that are like, well, one for when I get back and my hand luggage to take out there. Just trying to fit everything in hand luggage. Clearly my hair straighteners as well. All my vlogging stuff, all of that. So I've got that. Then I've just got like, you know when you kind of do the tick, and I've checked to see if I've got my passport like 15 billion times. Oh my life. Does anyone else do that? Please tell me if other people do that. So yeah, there's a list of things to do. I just need to go and clear a few emails, put the out of office on, and do that. So yeah, currently the news is on in the background and it's just like, flight delayed, flight delayed. Oh, please God, let this not be a headache. So yeah, let's go to Heathrow.
Level 5.
So I'm at departures. So all being well, I'm a little bit early. I've got a really noisy suitcase. I'm a little bit early. It was a bit of a nightmare trying to find where I had to go. And then I read the instructions and it wasn't a nightmare, it was quite easy. So note to self, read instructions where it is. So yeah, okay. So thankfully it doesn't so far appear to be as chaotic as the news showed this morning. But I've now parked up. I used the meet and greet service, so I've literally just dropped it off with my key, and now I'm here. I've got about half hour before I meet the rest of the team. So yeah, let's go to Poland. So the flight was good. We've now arrived in Warsaw. So the flight was a little bit delayed, but thankfully not as bad as I kind of thought it would be first thing this morning. So that was really, really good. So we had a great flight out here, so it's really good just to get to know the team, get their vibe, what they're all about, which is great. So it's about quarter to 10 Polish time. We're just waiting for the baggage to come through, because I'm only staying for like 36 hours. The rest of the team is staying out all week, so they've got proper luggage. So we're waiting for that, and then we're going to drive to the place where we're staying, which apparently is only a 30-minute drive away, which would be really good. And then it's a bit of an early night because we're up early in the morning to head to the border. So I will see you in the morning. Morning. It's Tuesday. Oh wow, it's Tuesday. So it is about 7 o'clock in the morning here in Warsaw. So we're gonna head out today. We're heading out early because it's about a 3-hour drive, I think, to the border. I think it's a place called Helm, but it's not spelled like that, obviously. And that appears to be somewhere where lots of refugees are coming. So one of our hosts was telling us last night that this area, kind of when the war hit and they knew there'd be refugees, they prepared space and provisions for 40 people, and 400 each day have turned up and gone through this Baptist church. So we're gonna, and they've just the generosity of that. We spoke last night a little bit about the pressures and everything that is at the moment, and volunteers and PTSD and all of that. So yeah, it was quite intense. Got to bed about 12:30, and yeah, man, it's like a Baptist ceremony. So the beds are similar to what I remember at Spurgeon's, rough, but it was all good. So lovely settings. So today we are heading out to Helm to see that, and then in the Baptist ceremony where we're staying is also, I think they're housing some the refugee community here as well, and they process people and their forms here. So we're going to come back and have dinner here and just spend some time with people, which will be great. So let's go. Man, I think all you've seen is pretty much a bit of B-roll now from where we were. So yesterday we spent the day in Helm. Helm is the kind of first church on the border, like that was equipped. So we went to the border crossing. It was really quiet. So they're describing it. We spoke to some of the army guys you may have seen. I wasn't allowed to film them, so I tried not to, and I was shouted at. We went to the border. They said it was a bit of a slow day, a slow week, so they reckon they only had 100 people crossing. I don't know, I want to say I don't know whether that's good or bad. Of course it's bad, but it's good that they're in safety. So I guess now those that were able to come earlier came earlier with transport and stuff, so we went there. We also went to visit a church in Helm. This church is kind of acting as the first port of call, so as refugees come in. Sorry, the lighting's going. Oh, you'll bear with me. Someone over there needs to move. So yeah, the lighting is rubbish. Apologies. So we went to Helm. Helm was the place where kind of the first port of call. So what they've done is they've transformed their sanctuary. You would have seen pictures of it in the footage. They've transformed their sanctuary into like a mass bedroom. Actually, it's not even a bedroom, it's just a sleeping floor. It's mattresses on the floor, incredibly close together. They've pushed pews together and put a mattress on top in order to create a bit of, so people aren't on the floor. And there they kind of feed people, clothe people, wash their stuff, and help them go somewhere else. So they've kind of got a high turnover. This church was fascinating. So when war broke out, they prepared to accept 40 people, and they had the people power to do that, and kind of 400 kept turning up every day. So it's mass evacuation really. So people tend to stay there for a couple of days. We met and spoke to a family who were lovely and really gracious, and just what a privilege to hear their story. This family had been living in the basement of their house since war broke out because of fear. There's a mum, a son and a daughter, and they were living in the basement. They were in the basement. This is a working professional. Overnight, life shattered, and yeah, so she decided to make the move kind of the end of last week and managed to make it over. So they shared their story with us. One of the things that I'm noticing there, and there's just blankness in people's eyes, and I guess that's the trauma. I don't guess, it is the trauma. It is the trauma. It's horrific. And even the volunteers, speaking to David, who is the youth pastor of the church in Helm, and he was saying that they've been working really closely with the police, because obviously this is a time that sees the best of people and the worst of people, so just kind of trying to be heightened alert to human trafficking and so forth. And you know, he said they have approaches, you know, people phone them up saying, oh, we can house so many people, this is, and when they dig a little deeper, kind of going, what church are you from, what's your name, give us details, they kind of go a bit shady and a bit quiet. So they've been working with the police with that, so that's good that link up and safeguard is there. But they've also been having professional PTSD training and trauma training, because there's certain levels. There's the levels of trauma and PTSD from the refugee community, from those Ukrainians coming over, but there's also that of the kind of people serving this community, the volunteers. Yeah, supported a lot by a group from Texas, the Texas Baptists. I find that really weird because of my own prejudice, and coming out here to look at how building a bigger table and what that looks like has meant I've been confronted with my own prejudice and my own stereotypes. But it is wonderful because those people are stocking the warehouse, because it doesn't matter what language you speak, they can stock a warehouse. They're driving cars, they're changing the linen, they're washing the bed sheets, that, you know, absolutely amazing. And it's so needed because the Polish churches, their volunteers, their church can only take so much leave from work. They've got to go back to their everyday lives. So that's where the Texas people are really stepping in. So no matter what I feel about that, that's a great thing. So yeah, so we did that, we listened a lot, we drove a lot. Amazing driving by Rachel, oh my life. Yeah, so BMS are going to bring out some videos. When they do, I will link them below and promote those on social media. It will be really interesting to see how the stories keep unfolding and what we do. I need a bit more headspace to theologically reflect around what God is saying, what God is doing in this place, and also what this means. I mean, we saw some people, but obviously it's the heat of it is died down a little bit. So I want to reflect theologically on my emotions during this trip, my feelings, what building a bigger table looked like here, and who's missing. So I will do that at a later stage, but now's not the time, as I am currently in Warsaw Airport. I'm flying back on my own. The rest of the team is staying out for a little bit longer. I've got my normal job to do, so I wish I could have stayed out longer, but I have my normal job to do. So Rachel very kindly woke up at 5:30 this morning to drop me off at the airport. Thank you, Rachel. And I've managed to clear that and go through that. Sorry, someone's phone going off. I'll tell you what I was a little bit disappointed about. So this is the first time that I've got in the airport and had to go through the non-EU queues. Oh, I don't like that. I really don't like that. Anyway, so I'm now here. I was a bit paranoid of like getting to the gate and everything else. So I picked up my friend Jack, who wanted some vodka. I've picked up his vodka. And now I am just waiting for the aeroplane to go home. Hopefully I land at Heathrow around 10ish. And then I've got an hour's drive to Highley, where I'll be joining the rest of the team leaders. Yeah. So it is Thursday. I've just got home from Highley. Apologies, my voice is going. It's not COVID. I keep doing tests. Just a sore throat. So obviously I landed. Absolutely brilliant time in Poland. I will reflect at a later stage on that. Then I went straight into a regional ministers, team leaders kind of meeting. So I spent kind of 24 hours in Highley, and I've just got home. It was good to reflect with the other team leaders about what God's saying, our priorities and so forth, so that was really good. I'm going to leave this vlog here. I've done quite a bit of talking, I feel, and my voice is really, really painful. So I'm gonna let that go. It's now early evening, mid-afternoon, early evening on Thursday, so I'm just gonna rest up, and I will reflect back on my trip in Poland. But thank you so much for joining me for this week. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to never miss, and hit the notification bell, and then you'll find out when all the latest vlogs are uploaded. And of course you can follow me on any of my social media. Sorry, I am shattered, my voice hurts, so I'm going to leave this week's vlog here. Also with a big shout out, thank you BMS for allowing me to shadow the team for a few days. So you've been you, I've been me. I'll see you soon.